The ferocity of the hurricane left the town of Black River in ruins. Jamaican officials had warned that no infrastructure in the Caribbean could survive a direct hit from a Category 5 storm, and so it proved.
Guys, look at this.
In the western Jamaican towns and parishes, the devastation is immense.
Live from over here, guys. Look at this.
These pictures were distributed by the Prime Minister's office, along with requests for international assistance to support the recovery effort. Some of the very facilities needed for that task, like this hospital, have taken a major hit and may take months to get back to normal. Police stations are also impacted. Officers out on the streets doing what they can to start the task of post-hurricane recovery.
The whole of it gone, there's one at the room.
Jamaicans have posted on social media images of their homes and the heavy toll inflicted by Melissa as it inflicted its punishment.
We need help. We are wake up with our one room less. Our room, we need help, guys.
The agricultural lands of the St. Elizabeth parish have suffered significant damage. A government minister quick to recognise the long-term impact of that.
Jamaica has gone through what I can call one of its worst periods. Our infrastructure has been severely compromised. St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket of the country, and that has taken a beating. The entire Jamaica has felt the brunt of Melissa.
One of Western Jamaica's historic and most cherished buildings is the St. John's Anglican Church.
Anglican Church here?
Now it's been largely destroyed and is surrounded by the debris of Black River.
Jesus Christ! About live one!
Local journalists said Jamaicans have never witnessed such intensity before.
This one was a Category 5. In fact, it's the most powerful hurricane on record. It reached wind gusts of 241 miles per hour. It looks like what a tornado would do. It's absolutely devastating to see, and the country has never experienced something like this.
It has left 3/4 of the island without power. And the airport of Montego Bay is in need of significant repairs before it can serve tourists again, so vital a part of Jamaica's economy. The storm has diminished in strength, but is still impacting the Western Caribbean, pummeling eastern and central Cuba, and causing flooding in Haiti that has killed dozens of people. In Jamaica itself, the enormous task of rebuilding lies ahead. The Prime Minister was touring the worst affected areas today, reassuring people his government would rise to the challenge. And the military is already deployed, starting what will be a monumental challenge to bring aid to those who need it most. Robert Moore, News at 10.
Well, large parts of Jamaica are pretty remote and rural, so the full picture of the devastation left behind by Hurricane Melissa is still emerging. But vital infrastructure, everything from transport and power to homes and hospitals, has taken a huge hit. Melissa is the strongest storm to hit Jamaica since records began 174 years ago, and it left 77% of the island without water. The small town of Santa Cruz in the southern Jamaican parish of St. Elizabeth was particularly badly hit. A massive landslide triggered by widespread flooding blocked the town's main roads, reducing streets to mud pits. Hurricane Melissa has also brought significant damage to Cuba. Officials say parts of the Granma province are underwater, while some 735,000 people remain in shelters in the east of the country. But as we heard in Robert's report, many of the deaths we know about so far have actually been in Haiti. There, La Digue River burst its banks and devastated nearby homes. Now, Sir Keir Starmer described the scenes caused by Hurricane Melissa as truly shocking. King Charles said he and the Queen are deeply concerned. Britain today pledged an immediate £2.5 million in emergency aid for Jamaica. The UK keeps close ties with Jamaica, of course, the Britons who live there or regularly visit, and the many people living here who have close family on the Caribbean island.
In the Jamaican capital, Kingston, wind and rain lashed through the night as Melissa hit. Waiting out the winds in his home, Marcus, a Brit now living in Jamaica.
This is my first time outside of my apartment.
Who woke to find he'd been spared the worst.
Listening to that howling last night, it was awful. It was terrible watching all the trees and everything flying around, and my bedroom was filled with a lot of water as well.
Trying to ring, but it's not going through.
Thousands of miles away in the UK, Claudia is desperate to reach her brother Gary. But with communications down and power out, she can only cling to fragments of news.
My cousin this morning on the prayer group, she mentioned to us that her sister was stuck in her apartment. The water was coming in and she was by herself. She was boarded in and there's no way for her to escape, and the water was just rising. She was on one bar, and she said, "Sis, I give up, and she was encouraging her, "No, you can't give up, you know what I mean, you've got your son, you've got your family, you just have to fight it out."
And the hurricane's devastating impact stretches beyond the island itself. Kirtley's grandfather, who was from the Windrush generation, was due to be laid to rest in a church in Jamaica. Now, even that's uncertain.
We're flying out to Jamaica in a couple of weeks for the funeral, and we're just not sure. We're not sure of the damage. We're not sure if that's going to delay the funeral. I know the storm's passed, but I think the aftermath is going to be, I think that's going to be a lot worse than the actual storm.
As the nation counts the cost of Melissa, the UK's Jamaican community is mobilising, collecting clothes, food and funds. The British government pledging £2.5 million in aid.
Kwame, how are things back home now?
While others in the community here are trying to do what they can too.
It could be a case of financial help which is immediate and can be electronically transferred to Jamaica to reach the people and those in need. And of course it's about raising additional support through donations.
Tonight, Melissa has moved on, but for many families, the agonising wait for news hasn't. Sejal Karia, News at 10.